back. It is the second snow of the year.
I guess so, yeah.
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 There's snow.
There is snow.
A couple days ago there was ice, and I slid all the way to work.
I didn't go outside much that day. Actually, ever.
Had to be at work at 8 a.m. the last few days, in the midst of inclement weather. But, big news, school has started back. But not for me.
I'm telling you, man, you're going to get called to seminary.
That is a thought. It is indeed a thought.
But moving on past school.
Let's forget about the depressing part of school, and let's talk about the fun side of school.
Like graduating.
So, last May, I had to do all these graduation requirements, and it was a big hassle trying to figure out what classes I needed, how many credits, what hours, blah, blah, blah. And eventually came to the part where halfway through the semester, I find out that I'm going to be 3 credit hours short. That's a whole class. And I'm like, dang it. I'm not going to be able to graduate on time. I'm going to have to take a summer class. And I don't know how I'm going to do in my death and dying class because, like, it's easy, but the tests I don't really know how to study for. So it's like, I'll take another counseling class and I'll do it online and knock it out. And it won't be fun, but I'll get it done.
You keep telling the story. I have to grab pen and paper so I can draw for my story.
Oh, okay. So then, he's distracting me, Ham. So then, I'm walking early, so I fill out a walk early form, do all this and that. He's back.
I'm back.
So I'm going to walk early, all this stuff. People are going to think I'm graduating, but I'm really not. I'm going to graduate technically later.
Like in June or July.
Yeah. So I get all registered for summer classes and all this stuff. And I walk early, and everyone's like, yeah, you graduated, here's a cake. And I'm like, I didn't really graduate, but oh well, whatever. So I was kind of in a bad mood. Like,
Nah, I couldn't tell.
Could you?
Not really.
Oh, my parents could. Anyhow, next morning I get a call, and it's like 9 in the morning, and I'm like, it's summer, I'm sleeping in. But I checked the voicemail a couple minutes later, and they say that, they're like, hey, we have you registered for a summer class, but our records show that you already have all the requirements. And I'm like, what? And Vicky and I look at each other like, call them back. Call them back. So I called them back, and turns out either Dr. Jones bribed a bunch of people in order to get me out of school faster, which
could probably be an option that I didn't consider.
That's actually my number one theory, is that Dr. Jones bribed the powers that be. Like, he's like, hey, CPAT, let me mow your yard. Or the math was off or something. Anyway, turns out I had all the credits I needed to graduate and didn't have to take a summer class. So I graduated, but didn't know that I graduated. So it was an accident. A very happy, blessed accident.
Like kids. Yeah, so congratulations on graduating.
Thanks. It's like 9 months late, but thanks.
Yeah. I went to your party and spilled lemonade on your floor.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was like one of the first things I did when I got there. Like, we all got lemonade, and I just tipped it over all over your...
Here's your graduation present, loser!
Not so white carpet, and like your whole family was there, and Vicky's whole family was there, but Vicky was in the kitchen. I'm like, well, Vicky's going to kill me because I just spilled lemonade on her carpet.
Did I know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were there too. I mean, it was your party.
You spilled lemonade?
But it wasn't a big deal. I just got some paper towels and kind of mopped it up, and it was all good.
Yeah, okay.
Plus, the carpet wasn't really so white anyway.
You know what I really need to do? I need to take 2 googly eyes and put them right there. So that way that's what we look at.
I mean, I generally look at the camera anyway. Or that,
I don't.
That nifty blue light right there.
No, I look at our faces.
Yeah. It's kind of weird then, because then when you go back and you watch the video, you see that we're not actually looking at the camera, we're looking just off cam. Or sometimes I look at the arrow that's right there.
Okay, so what's
So, my story is about Crab Rangoon.
Okay.
and how my best friend of almost 10 years is a liar.
Who's that?
A dirty...
You got a mouse in your pocket?
A dirty, dirty liar.
Okay.
So, many moons ago, hung out in Springfield with you and your family.
Many moons, many cycles.
And
this is around the sun, man.
Yeah. Well, many cycles is still many moons, technically.
Solar cycles.
Anyway. And we went to some thrift store, and next door was like this Chinese place, and your dad's like, hey, want some crab rangoon? And I was like, no, because I don't like crab, and I assumed that there was crab in crab rangoon. And so I never ate it, never tried it because it's called crab rangoon. I'm like, man, I don't like crab rangoon because I don't like crab.
Let's flash forward to 2 months ago.
We flash forward to 2-ish months ago, and you're like, oh man, blah blah blah, crab rangoon. Hi, Brian Archer.
Hi.
We're telling a story about crab rangoon. You want to listen?
Go ahead.
Yeah, come pop a squat.
I'm not joining.
Not between us, though. That's awkward. You sit on that side.
Is this actually recording right
now? Yeah.
Great. Now I'm actually joining the recording.
Yeah. Welcome. This is Brian Archer. He's my roommate.
Anyway, crab rangoon.
Crab rangoon. So, flash forward to flashback a couple months ago. And Braden's like, yeah, blah, 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 crab rangoon is so good. And I'm like, no, it's not, because it has crab in it. And you're like, it doesn't have crab in it. It's crab-shaped. Which, okay, this is why I have to draw a picture. Because crab rangoon, the way it's like folded and pinched together at the restaurant we ate it at, is kind of like this shaped or whatever. It's a really bad drawing, I know. But it's generally that shape when it's pinched together, and so this would be the body of the crab. And,
it looks like a xenomorph egg.
And those are the claws of the crab. And Bird's like, yeah, it's
that's not what crab rangoon looks like.
It
looks like it looks more like this.
Sure, I don't know. Anyway, so flash forward like last week, and we're talking about crab rangoon because my other roommate Matt and his girlfriend made Chinese food and crab rangoons, and I noticed that they actually put crab meat on the crab rangoon. So on the way to church, I brought it up to Braden and Vicky, and I was like, yeah, it was so weird. They make crab rangoon with crab in it, and that's so gross. Like, it just should be deep fried, like cream cheese pocket. And Vicky's like, why would they not put crab in it? It's crab rangoon, and it has crab in it. I'm like, no, it's just crab shaped. And come to find out, this guy lied to me. Crab rangoon does have crab in it, except at that one restaurant where it didn't. At least to where I couldn't detect it.
No, I didn't actually know if there was or was not crab in it. So I said something that I thought would get Alec to at least try this delicious foreign delicacy. And it worked, and he liked it.
It was pretty okay.
But you're a dirty liar.
I got you to try spring rolls.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're super good. I love spring rolls.
Prometheus.
Okay, one time, a long time ago, this is even before, well, no, this is after the whole, like, his dad wanted me to try crab rangoon.
Very short story. Long time ago.
I went and saw Prometheus without him with his ex-girlfriend, and...
You told me you went alone!
With one of our other friends. No, you knew I went with Heather and Zach.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're just making...
I've asked you this!
No!
I'm like, at least you didn't see it with her, right? And you're like, no, why would I?
Bull crap, you knew. You're
lying sack
You're
of
making a big deal about this to get views.
If you want me to this
far, Alec did what?
We'll come up with a really crappy thumbnail and everything for this.
No. We made plans to go see a movie together. He saw it before I did, and then we went and saw it again, and he acted like it was the first time he saw it. And I didn't find out until 6 months later. And because he accidentally let it slip. He's like, yeah, I saw Prometheus like in 3D and this stuff. And I was like, we watched it in 2D. And the look on his face was like, the liar revealed.
Oh!
It's like, I found this long blonde hair on your shirt, you cheater!
The bromance continues.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm over it now.
He's totally over it.
No.
So, yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about now.
What about you, Archer? What's happening in your life?
I don't know, we just watched Pitch Black.
Yeah, we watched Pitch Black. That was pretty good.
Really good movie. I'm going to pretend that, like, the Chronicles of Riddick don't exist. Like, that's a standalone movie.
Okay. What was your favorite part of the movie?
What about Riddick, though? That was super great.
No, it's not. It's
not
a good movie.
I'm kidding.
Like, we should start making, critic videos. Be like, Star Wars The Force Awakened. It was good.
Done.
That's it. Done.
I mean, there was some stuff that I hope
Like,
we figure out later. But
Riddick.
Good.
The thing about this movie is I didn't like it. Done.
Man, you'd be pretty popular. Dude,
Yeah.
we could do vines.
I don't want
Like,
to do Vines.
Critic
Like
vines.
critic
Critic
vines.
vines.
Critic vines.
Like, the reason I came up with this is, like, I was watching somebody talk about a movie, and they got to this thing, and they're like, the thing about this thing is, like, I didn't really like it, and there was an awkward pause, and I hit pause on the video, and it was like, that's it. That's genius.
Yeah.
Just like, the thing about this thing is, I thought it sucked.
Yeah.
Over.
Done.
Like, it's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start doing that for, like, movie reviews and stuff.
Cool.
Why don't you just open up Twitter and do that on there?
I don't like Twitter that much.
Yeah, he just follows Twitter to get information
It's true.
before anyone else can.
It's also why I have friends.
Is that why you have to?
I just
Anyway.
use them to get information.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what this started.
Yeah, information.
Yep.
Hey!
I'm all part of aspiring. Vietnamese one at that.
Ugh, it's better than the Oklahoma Mafia.
True.
I think to wrap up this episode, you should tell probably my earliest memory of you involving 1B.
So, one time,
10 years ago.
many moons ago, there was a bee on the playground, and it was, let me tell you, it was huge.
How big was it?
About the size of a helicopter.
Really?
Yeah, and not just any helicopter, but like a Chinook helicopter.
Right.
Like one of the big ones.
But there's only one part of the bee you should be afraid of.
It's stinger.
How big was this bee's stinger?
Big as a harpoon.
Dadgum.
It'd gore you right through the middle. It happened, ladies and gentlemen. Beware of the bees.
Bees?
They're gonna get you.
They will get you. That's literally the whole story.
Yep.
That is my earliest memory of you.
I had a really funny memory of you the other day, but I don't remember what it was now.
Oh, gee, thanks. It must have been a great one.
Well, I think it was funny to me, but maybe not so funny to you. I think you're in a bad mood, if I remember the memory right. I don't remember why you were in a bad mood, but it was really funny that you were in a bad mood.
I'm not in a bad mood now.
Well, no. I just don't remember. I can't recite it. I was
Is
just
this the
thinking
stupid
about it.
horn thing again?
No, it's not. We've already talked about that.
Stupid horn thing.
But anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
let's go run a mile and puke our guts out.
I'm not gonna puke.
I'm not joining them.
Yeah. Do you even have a membership at the wellness center? Like, do they even let you in there?
Yeah.
It's funny because he works there.
there.
Ooh, Jinx, do you owe me a soda? Only I don't drink soda.
Buy a milk.
He doesn't drink. He only drinks
I'm
water.
only doing water this year.
He thinks he's so special.
You didn't text me back the other day when we had like this whole half gallon of milk.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep while watching Castle. And then I came back in because you sent that text at like 6 and it was like 10 o'clock and I was like,
I'm
oh,
still awake.
too late now.
It's not too
Plus,
late.
it expired the next day and I didn't want to have to drink a whole thing of milk.
Oh, you would have
before
had
it
help.
expired.
You would have had help. You know how fast you drink milk in this house.
Yeah.
That's true.
You would have said, guys, this expires tomorrow.
Anyway,
God.
so I made hot chocolate with it, and so we managed to use up like half of what was left.
Was it just a half gallon thing?
Well, you brought it home. Matt
It
would
was-
have used it for all his chocolate and left it out. But anyway.
And it was mostly done. Like it was mostly all there.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it was like, hey, we should probably do something with this.
Probably.
But it's all good now. Do you have any wisdom you want to leave us with? What about you? Oh, yeah. Let's ask Archer. Archer, what are some
wise words
good
of wisdom?
life advice that you have for everyone?
Oh, gosh.
Keep it G for our viewers, though.
Oh, man, that takes away several of them. Dang it all. Plan to be surprised by life.
I thought he was going to Indian juke us and say, don't trust white people.
That's way better advice.
Yeah. Don't trust white people, people.
They're just like themselves.
Yeah. So, see you next week.
Yeah.